Hi everybody, this is Ms. Heather from the High School Counseling Office here with a quick tutorial on how to link or match the Common Application and the Naviance account that you have. It's critical that the students who are applying to college through the Common Application submit their admissions application through the Common App, and NITO, the University Counseling Office, will submit your supporting documents through Naviance. It's essential clearly that your Naviance account and Common Application accounts are linked so we can complete your application to universities. So everybody needs to go to commonapp.org, and log into their accounts. Since many of you at the USA University Application Workshop in May of your junior year created a Common Application account, you are not applying to college. The Common Application recently went dark for a week to purge the millions of accounts associated with seniors who were applying to college, and now it's your turn. When you re-log into the Common Application, if you haven't done so since May, you will be asked, I think, 3 quick steps in order to roll over your account. Confirming your demographic information, confirming that you would like certain information about universities and other data that you filled in the Common App tab rolls over, and when you would like to be enrolling in college, and please put the year 2019. And then you should click go and you're ready to go. They roll over the account because certain information inside the Common App, certainly related to supplemental questions with specific colleges, those do change, so they have to refresh those, but everything you did last May or prior to this date should be preserved. So once you can pause this webinar now to stop and complete those quick rollover steps, and then press play when you're ready to go. Otherwise, you should be here at the dashboard screen in the Common Application. If you have loaded schools that you are interested in applying to, they will show up here in the My Colleges list here in the dashboard. But a few important steps need to happen in order to prepare your Common Application account, to prepare it for matching to Naviance. So let's do those steps together. Under the Common Application tab, please visit the Educational section, which is the 3rd menu down on the left-hand side. The only thing that I want to check today is that the most current or most recent secondary school, that Nido de Aguilas, is listed. If not, please pause the video here and make sure that Nido is your current school. Next, everybody needs to have a college listed in their Common Application account. If you don't have that, you can find it here on the tab labeled College Search. What you would do is enter in this first college or city name field the most distinguishing part of the college name, which is usually not college or university. So this isn't the most unique part, but I'm going to indicate the word Boston here and a lot come up. I'm going to indicate with the left-hand radio button here I'm interested in applying to BU, and I'm going to go down here to the red button Add. And then I'm going to go to the My Colleges tab, and you'll see that Boston University was added here to the list of colleges on the left. So please pause the webinar now if you would like to add at least one college to the college search here. If not, let's proceed. At the My Colleges tab, you will see the universities that you have selected stacked up here on the left-hand side. The active university will be here in red. The others will remain gray. You'll see here that under the Boston University tab that you have 3 different menu bars associated with it. Today, let's work on the middle bar that says Recommenders and FERPA. Please click on that. We're going to be working here today on the FERPA release authorization. You heard me talk about that you do have the right in order to see your letters of recommendation, to see what your teachers and counselors have to say about you. However, if you remember that I advised, it is looked favorably if in fact you waive this right to view your letters, which means you have given the trust to counselors and teachers to advocate for you positively. So this is what we're going to do today. So here everybody click the Release Authorization button. And here it describes in 3 steps what I just described and previously counseled that we do from the University Counseling Office, advise you to waive your rights and trust your teachers and counselors to write strongly on your behalf without them knowing that you or your parents will kind of workshop it before they submit it. After you've read the 3 steps, feel free to pause if you need more time. Click down this this little button here that says, I have fully read and understand what the FERPA just says. You might have to scroll down to find the red continue button. We're now at the stage which allows you to authorize NITO to release records on your behalf. The grades on your transcript belong to you, and we do not release them to anyone without your express and written consent. Here is where you are authorizing the university office to submit records to all those schools that you apply to through the Common Application. Please make sure that button has been checkmarked. Now, here we are going to sign your FERPA release waiver, and it's important that this is done correctly because once you do it, it can't be undone. So you get to select one of the following. I waive my right to review all recommendations, or I do not waive my right. It is our advice for you to waive your right to see your letters of recommendation. And then you click the 3rd square box here, understanding what it is that you just did. And here is one of the first of many times that you will provide your electronic signature, which is your full name. It has pre-populated the date for you, and until, please confirm that we recommend again that you waive your right. Everybody should click the top radio button, that you've clicked to authorize the records to be released from NITO, and that you do understand what you've just done on this page. And then you can click the save button, and we'll be good to go. As it's processing here, you only need to complete this release authorization once for all the schools on your Common Application list. Great. When we do something completely on the Common Application, you'll see a green check mark indicated here within the section, as well out here in the sidebar navigation. And if you were to click just below on one of the other colleges in your list, you too will see that the FERPA and recommendation section has a green check mark because you have done all that is required in order to apply to this particular college. I want to bring your attention to something else that is in this section that I would like for you to ignore, to never push, and that is this idea, which is very tempting, to invite recommenders through the Common Application. It even has this big button here that says invite and manage recommenders. Do not click this through the Common Application. Remember that we are doing all letter of recommendation work through Naviance. So please never invite recommenders through the Common App, as it will muck up the system and we have to work very hard to undo it. So don't ever revisit this FERPA or recommender section once the FERPA release is signed. Okay, so we've done our work in the Common Application account to prepare for Naviance matching. Now, if you would, go to your Family Connection or your Naviance student account and log in. Please feel free to pause the webinar at any time if I'm moving too quickly. As you all know, the Naviance student experience got a new skin, and we are all exploring it together as we go. So as I think I found some of them are where all the key areas live. So what I would like to do now for Common Application matching is to go under here. You can go up to the college menu here and go under colleges I'm applying to. You'll see here, you should, unless you've done this on your own in advance, a big red or pink looking bar here that says it looks like you are not currently able to apply to Common App schools. What that means is that we need to match the accounts so that official school documents can be submitted on your behalf. Please click this big button on the right hand side that says match accounts. They have a couple of tips here, but really it's a two-step easy process, I hope. One is to use the address that you use to create your Common Application account, and that needs to be exact. So type that here. The email address you use to create your Common App. And then please enter your date of birth. In the Gringo version, month, day, year. Okay? That is my birthday. And then click the green button here in Match Accounts. I'm going to do it and I expect an error. See, I get an error because I have a couple of dummy accounts going. But if all works well, just by entering these two pieces of information, your Common Application and your Naviance account will be matched and you'll get a nice green bar. Please be sure to send me an email if in fact you have trouble. Here are two important ways to troubleshoot. The first is to make sure that the name on your Common Application account, and I'll switch screens here, to go to the Common Application tab, to the Profile section to confirm that your first name and your family name, your surname, are identical to the account you have in Naviance. We know that in the Naviance accounts at Nidos, we sometimes leave off one or more of your last names for efficiencies. Here, it's really critical. As a reminder, the Common Application name needs to be the exact name that you have on your official documents, your passport, and it needs to now match what we have in Naviance that will be your transcript. This should also match the name you've been given to test score companies, as that will need to match as well. Very often, the name you've entered in Common Application is not necessarily the name you've entered in Naviance. How you check your name in Naviance is you go to the About Me tab in your Naviance account, and you can see, you can go to My Account or and see, let's see what name you have here. Let's see if that's connecting. Actually, I think I went to the About Me tab, and I think I need to get actually to my Account tab. If you go into the Personal box here and click the pencil, you will be able to see the first name that is entered, the last name is entered. You can see that my name in this account did not match my dummy Common Application account. That is the most important thing to check, and most often it can be resolved. I have had a couple of unusual errors this year. Please email me if your matching didn't work. But hopefully, once you complete the name check and the birthday check, of course, you will get a beautiful green bar here at the top of your Common App matching, and then you're going to be ready to go. So that's a quick webinar on Common Application matching. Be sure to reach out to me if you're having any challenges.